Okay, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down and reacting to the UFC 307 press conference. So, I'll start off and say that this shit was super horribly boring. Oh, it was so boring. Pereira can't speak English, his big kryptonite. So he only has a limited amount of things he can do to make it entertaining. Khalil is just wholesome and he likes to yap. It made for some wholesome moments and it made me like him more, but it's not entertaining at all. And the rest was just the women being very angry at each other. The whole like everybody was very angry at each other, but not in like a super fun way. Kayla Harrison had some fun moments, but mainly it was just them just being super aggressive and cringe aggressive. Like Pennington called her a chihuahua, called Pena a chihuahua like 6 times, and it's just like, ew, like shut up. Like this the press conference was horrible. So boring. But we'll break it down from the beginning to the end. Key moments. Pereira. They started off with Pereira. I wish we had more questions for the main event anyway, but ooh, who cares? We're just gonna ask Caitlin Vieira 100 questions, but who cares? Pereira started off with being wholesome and complimenting Roundtree on his kickboxing and said he's very good. I think I don't, I don't know about that. He's good, but compared to who Pereira's fought before, I wouldn't say he's one of the best. Maybe. Maybe he is. Maybe he beats him. I don't want to think about that. Then Khalil just is wholesome. He is like, oh, I would love to beat Pereira. It's great for my career. That's pretty much the thing he said the whole press conference, and yeah. And then, but this part's awesome. He did say that he's not going to go for a takedown at all, and that he wants to go for fans, and he's not going to switch up on his thing, and he just wants to do it for the fans, which I like that attitude. I like that they're just gonna swang because the rest of these fights on this card are not gonna be very fun. I bet. Or it's gonna be a lot of decisions. There'll be some fun fights, but I bet you it's gonna be a lot of decisions. So there's gonna be a finish in this main event. I guarantee that. So that's awesome. And then they went to Kayla, and Kayla is fucking jacked, bro. In that dress, she does not look like. I don't want to be mean, but she doesn't look like a standard woman. She looks like a man. She is ripped as fuck. And it looks like a dude in a wig and a dress. It's weird, but she's definitely going to win that fight. I'm very confident with Kayla Harrison as my pick. She talked about how she's fresh in the UFC and she wants to be champ. Ooh, everybody wants to be champ. That makes sense. And then they started talking shit about Pena, which started kind of a roller coaster of that. Kind of started a snowball effect of just shitting on Pena the whole time, which I thought was super funny because Pena was being super pretentious and weird and like I'm doing this for all the little girls and was like bragging a bunch and it was just like shut up. It's a good motivator, but the way she's doing it is weird, and Kayla's just shitting on her. Kayla's cringe too, but she was doing the most at this press conference to make it hype, and I respect that. And yeah, she dropped the one liner that she has more finishes than Pena has fights, which is crazy, and I didn't know that, and that's big. And I think Pena's gonna win. I think Kayla's gonna win, so I'm excited for that future matchup because I want Kayla to just ragdoll everyone because she's gonna, if she can make weight. I have a hunch that she's not gonna make weight after seeing her at that fucking thing. I only if she makes weight this time, it's gonna be hard for her to make champ weight. I'll tell you that. But then, yeah, they start asking Pennington questions. She says that Juliana Pena's gonna lose, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah, basic nothing. Pena's gonna lose the fight, and you're gonna get beat by a drunk. Is basically what she said. And then she called Pennington, or Pennington called Pena Chihuahua like 6 times. Oh, it was just so bad. It was so boring and cringe. This is like the worst press conference, but the Chihuahua line was so bad. And yeah, Pena just got obliterated by everyone the entire time. It was really funny. But yeah, then they started talking about how they're both warriors, Pena and Pennington, and how they just, I'm a warrior and I'm gonna beat you in this fight, and and it was just cringe and like super forgettable, and I'm forgetting a lot of it right now. I just rewatched it and I'm forgetting it. It's hard to stay engaged. But yeah, they were just being cringe and like trying to come up with insults for each other, and then they just ended up saying "good one" to each other, and it was just like, God, shut the fuck up, Jesus Christ. And then they asked Kevin Holland a question about why he's wearing pink or something, and he said, "Gotta look out for the boobies," which I was like, "What, Kevin? What?" Kevin's kind of a weirdo, dude. I like Kevin Holland a lot. He's a weird guy, and he like is very fake. Like his smile is fake, super fakey, and it's weird. I like Kevin Holland a lot, but it's like he's weird. He's a weird dude, and he has a weird smile, and he fights super inconsistently, and he's just kind of But then Dolidze tried to like jump in on his question, and Holland was just like, "Shut the fuck up. Wait till you get asked a question." And Dolidze kept trying to talk, and that went on for like 3 minutes of them just of Holland going, "Shut up," and Dolidze trying to talk, and it was just like, "Come on, fucking let him talk, and then you respond, or just everybody shut up," because that was just so annoying and like just got on my nerves. And then Dolidze was super humble, more humble, boring mountain man shit, but it's what he's gonna do. I'm fine with that. Same with Jose and Mario Batista. They were both just humble and said, "We're gonna have a war, and I want to be champ," and all this basic, super basic press conference cookie cutter dialogue. And then they go back to the women. Harrison and Caitlin Vieira go back and forth. Caitlin is weird. Caitlin's weird. She kept saying that she doesn't like that Harrison's cutting in line. And then Harrison would just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat your ass, and when I'm champ, then I'll fight everybody," and everybody cheered. Nobody likes it. It was funny because Caitlin's just getting shit on, and she's right. She's definitely right. She had to fight for a long ass time, and she's still not getting a title shot. And Harrison fought one fight. She's getting number two, which I am completely fine with, and I'm glad they did that. But it's just funny, and it sucks for Caitlin because Harrison's gonna fucking suplex her and choke her out, and yeah, that's gonna be it with that. And then Caitlin Vieira called Kayla Harrison ugly, and then she said, "My mom thinks I'm pretty," and it was just like, ugh! I hate that part, bro. I hate that. That is so cringe. It just made me die. I was yelling in my basement watching it. Called her ugly. My mom thinks I'm pretty, and then Caitlin was like, "Okay," and then she said, "Also, my kids think I'm pretty," and then she was like, "Good for you, dude. That's weird." And I was like, "Yeah, that is weird. What the fuck? Stop saying things. It's just cringe." Also, Juliana Pena got called a dog by Pennington, I think. By someone. Someone called Juliana Pena a dog, and then she just was, "I don't know how to respond to that," and then just stopped talking. And I was like, "Okay, cool. You're getting paid a lot, and everybody's watching you. Have maybe a response to that, getting called a dog." But whatever. I'm fine with it. She can shut up. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it with the press conference. It was a bunch of yapping, a bunch of weird cringe dialogue from the women's fighters. Kayla Harrison was kind of the highlight and the low light. She was yin and yang for this press conference. I wish the main eventers got more questions, but Khalil was in the mood to yap, so I don't blame them for not asking him very many. But ask Pereira a couple more. Come on now. Pereira said he has charisma during one of the questions, and I was like, "Yeah, he does have charisma. Give him a couple questions. He's funny." He made a video of him in a trash bag because there was hot garbage ladies picking up trash. It was kind of a weird video he made, but it was kind of funny. And he said Chama, and everybody yelled Chama, and it was, yeah, that's pretty much what Pereira did. And yeah, that's about it. And then they did the face-offs. Nothing super shocking. Pereira has a big height advantage on Khalil, but we already knew that. And yeah, Pereira's gonna fucking knock him out, I think. Kayla Harrison looks so odd. It looked like a drag show up there instead of a face-off. Just pointing it out, the details. But the card will be fun. I wish Joaquin Buckley and Stephen Thompson were up there. That would have made a little bit more, I think. But since they did it the way they did, the press conference was ass. Also, I don't know where they were, but it looked like they were in like a fucking airplane hangar. Like it was just complete empty space, and then the little crowd, and then the and then the stage. It was really weird for me. Just like it made me not immersed at all, and it was, and the crowd was weird. I don't know. It was just weird. My favorite line in the press conference was Kevin Holland say, "You gotta look out for boobies." And yeah, I think that's about it. Pretty shitty. And yeah, I will see you guys soon. After my reaction to the card, I'll see you soon.